Israel and favorite Finland advance to the Eurovision final as 5 countries are sent home. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Add AP News on Google. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Share Vienna app. 10 countries including favorite Finland and contentious competitor Israel won places Tuesday in the Eurovision Song Contest final, while 5 nations were sent home after the first day of competition in the pop music extravaganza. Host city Vienna has been bedecked in harps, and the contest's United by Music motto for a week in which singers and bands from 35 countries will compete on stage for the continent's musical crown. But divisions are clouding the contest's 70th anniversary edition, with 5 countries, Spain, Ireland, the Netherlands, Slovenia and Iceland, boycotting to protest Israel's inclusion. Despite the absentee nations, thousands of ebullient fans from across Europe and beyond packed the Wiener Stadthalle Arena on Tuesday for the first of 2 semifinals. Some had flags painted on their faces, wore clothes in national colors, others wore sequins and spangles for a contest that celebrates the kitschy, infectious power of pop. Security is tight across the city, with police from across Austria deployed in the capital and support from forces in neighboring Germany. Awareness of risk is high after a 21-year-old Austrian man accused of pledging allegiance to the Islamic State group pleaded guilty to plotting to attack a Taylor Swift concert in Vienna in 2024. Israel through to the Eurovision final. Acts from 15 countries performed their 3-minute songs on stage, often with eye-catching choreography and pyrotechnics, in a bid for votes from juries in participating nations and viewers around the world. Israeli singer Noam Betten was met with shouts of protests amid the cheers in the auditorium when he performed the rock ballad Michelle, but was one of 10 acts voted into Saturday's final. Finland, the favorite on betting markets, made the cut with Liikenhaiten Flamethrower, a mashup of pop singer Pete Parkkonen's anguished vocals and violinist Linda Lampini's fiery fiddling. Read more. Joining them in the final are Greece's Athalers with party rap track Ferto Bring It, Serbian goth metal band Lavender with Kraj Mean, Moldovan folk rapper Satoshi with Viver Moldover, and Andrometer by Croatian female ensemble Lelek. Soulful Polish singer Aletger, Lithuanian performer Lion Secker, Swedish singer Felicia, and Belgium's Esseler also made the final. Estonia, Georgia, Montenegro, Portugal, and San Marino were eliminated, despite a guest appearance by 1980s icon Boy George on singer Senhit's San Marino song, Superstar. 10 more finalists will be chosen in a second semifinal on Thursday. The UK, France, Germany, and Italy automatically qualify because they are among the contest's biggest funders. Austria, last year's winner, gets a place in the final as host country. Protesters urge artists to withdraw long a forum for good-natured, and sometimes more pointed, national rivalries. Eurovision has found it hard to separate pop and politics in recent years. Russia was expelled in 2022 after its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The 2024 contest in Malmö, Sweden, and last year's event in Basel, Switzerland, saw pro-Palestinian protests that called for Israel to be expelled over the conduct of its war against Hamas in Gaza, and allegations it ran a rule-breaking marketing campaign to get votes for its contestant. The European Broadcasting Union, which runs Eurovision, has toughened voting rules in response to the vote-rigging allegations, halving the number of votes per person to 10 and tightening safeguards against suspicious or coordinated voting activity. But the EBU declined to kick Israel out, spurring 5 countries to announce in December that they would not participate this year. Several pro-Palestinian demonstrations are planned during Eurovision week, including a musical event dubbed No Stage for Genocide. Its backers urged Eurovision performers to pull out of the competition. I think it is a moral obligation for each and every artist to take action and step away from the competition, said Congolese-Austrian activist Patrick Bomboler. Israel strongly denies committing genocide in Gaza. Demonstrations in support of the country's participation are also planned this week in Vienna. The 5-country boycott is a revenue and viewership blow to an event that organizers say was watched by 166 million people around the world last year. Bulgaria, Moldova, and Romania have returned after skipping the event for artistic or financial reasons in recent years, but the number of participants, at 35, is still the lowest since 2003. Jonathan Hendricks, a media researcher at the University of Copenhagen, said any more boycotts will stress the structure of the contest and raise doubts about its future. They really are at their limits now, in terms of what they can handle with the current format, Hendricks said. Dean Vuletic, the author of Post-War Europe and the Eurovision Song Contest,